My name's Ricky Sisko.
My name's Jeff Kurz, recipient.
Originally I needed to buy a laptop, and I went to Micro Center, and he sold it to me. And then she put a Facebook post out.
Like a year later?
Yeah, it was about her husband needing a kidney, and she mentioned it needing to be a type O. I knew I was a type O, and that's sort of what got me researching it. And then when I finally told her and I met him, I recognized him and found out he was the person who sold me the laptop, and then went from there. It was interesting. After I found, when she had put that it needed to be type O, that's what got me researching it, and it wasn't until I researched it and realized that every day I drive to work, I'm risking my life far more than if I, donated a kidney, and so that kind of reassured me that it wasn't going to be something, where I was going to risk my life too much. But once I found out how safe it was, there wasn't really any excuses to fall back on, which I'm really good at rationalizing things, so that actually helped out. So.
My first thought, I didn't believe it at first. I was just so shocked when my wife told me. It was hard for me to breathe. I was just like in total disbelief that this was actually really happening. And then the funniest thing is because at the time I had thought that I had never even met him, which, I did sell him a computer, but I really hadn't met the person, and so I was like, how could somebody just step up out of the blue, doesn't even know me at all, to do this? Just shocked me so much. And then once I met Ricky and saw what an amazing guy he is, it's just even better, Like, we've become friends through this, and we hang out a lot. We see each other probably once a week at least, and it's just awesome. I don't know what to say. It's just the best feeling ever.
She did work for my last boss. She's a web designer, and she had somehow, people just end up your friend on Facebook. You're like, who is this? And so she had it just showed up one day. I was at my computer. I remember sitting there, and it was weird because I found out I was type O a few years ago. I forget why, and it was just something that's always stuck with me, and that's sort of really what got me thinking about it at all. Because if she hadn't put type O, I wouldn't have even considered myself, because I've never even, it's not something I would ever, I'm going to donate a kidney today. So that was important. That was definitely a linchpin into even me looking up the process and finding out more about it.
Well, like Ricky said, there's more of a chance of you getting an accident on your way to work than something happening through a transplant, or through a donation. So just the other day we were thinking about it. I was driving after we went out to eat. Roxy and I were driving home, and this car started swerving into our oncoming lane, and we missed him by, I'd say, 20 feet. And we just thought about that after all this, and Ricky coming and being a savior. I could have just died right there.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons. I remember I pulled up this big list of statistics, and I remember reading through it and laughing to myself about how much I get away with every day, every little. And but yeah, it's everything I've seen about it. It's just absolutely amazing. Everyone here at Beaumont, it's a good time to do it. It's not. There's really, man, I can't think of any reasons that I wouldn't. Once you research everything, because I'm surprised that all the people who find out I'm donating a kidney, they don't really. It's so much more in their head. It's so much more of a scary thing than it actually is. Once you research everything, it's actually quite safe. You guys made it such an easy process, and yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I always wanted to be a hero, but I'm not very strong. I can't lift anything. I can't save people in traditional ways. So I do have an extra kidney, so it worked out good. Yeah.